Hello, dear Virgo. I will tell you today's horoscope for August 27th, 2024. A message of love, hope, and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, dear Virgo. I will tell you today's horoscope. Tranquility for the body and soul is the recommendation given for this day, since Virgo is in a moment in which it needs it very much. The workload is large and heavy, the family has requirements that are often difficult to meet, and future plans require savings. Therefore, the worries you have imposed on yourself are great, but always remember that the objectives are there and it can take you a little longer to achieve them. Give yourself time to rest with your loved ones. You will have to be tenacious to achieve your objectives, Virgo, but you can do it. The situation improves and moves in its economic and work courses more quickly. You might feel like traveling to see certain people who are far away. In love, you understand that part of the blame is yours and you are on the way to a reconciliation, even if you are not in a very good mood today. Try to control yourself to avoid problems. In your health, you will spend more time taking care of your image, which will make you feel better physically and mentally. Excellent prospects are coming within your love life and work. The current planetary movements will lead you to success, so go ahead and do not be discouraged if you have work problems, because from now on there are very good prospects in a job you are about to get. You will get ahead of an embarrassing situation with a friend, partner, or family member, because the influence you are receiving now is shocking and will determine your way of acting. You are starting a long road that will begin with a first step in love. The best awaits you in intimacy, and it is the cycle of re-establishing your own personality in an intense relationship, carried out in turn by the eruption. In health, there is a good healing wave that favors organic recoveries and allows you to recover from some recent infectious or debilitating process. Fortunately, your sign, Virgo, has an innate knowledge that will help you channel your energy in the best direction. At work, there is a positive work wave that extends to the unemployed, and soon there will be good news. Money and fortune. Carefully weigh the advantages and disadvantages of an economic resolution that is closely related to a temporary separation from your home and family. Do not act following emotional impulses, and think carefully about what you will do before making decisions. Astral biorhythm for today. Sexual energy level, intermediate. Cosmic dynamics, the most typical qualities of your sign that inspire everyone who comes into contact with you. Dangerous tendency, anxiety, and wanting to take on too much in a short time. What to avoid: doing something in an improvised way, contrary to the nature of your personality. Relationship prediction. Today you are very good with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, but you will not be very good with Aries and Sagittarius. Universal number for this day. For all signs it is 5. In numerology, numbers are reduced to single digits. Based on the above, these are your auspicious hours in matters of love, money, and business for August 27th. Remember that they are given according to Eastern European Standard Time, and you must adapt them to your national time: 3:15 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 5:25 p.m., and 8:40 p.m. The lucky numbers in chance are 4, 14, 22, and 36. The lucky number is 23, special for you, and your color is gray. In September, Virgo will take a more active life position. It seems that changes are coming on many fronts, and now you are more than ever ready for them. The first month of the autumn season is a controversial and not the most peaceful time, both for Virgo and for all representatives of the zodiacal pantheon. However, from September 4th to 12th, the astrological climate will be very favorable, so many will be able to reach certain heights both in the material sphere and on the professional path. In addition, during the first decade, the first 10 days of the month, it will be easier to eliminate old problems and resolve situations. From September 10th, Mercury, responsible for communications and finances, will begin to retrograde, foreshadowing positive transformations in life, but not excluding difficulties and delays. Venus will enter the constellation Virgo on September 5th and will be in conjunction with Mercury, providing opportunities for the activation of hidden talents, the use of useful contacts, and effective activity during the first and second decade. In this sense, for typical Virgos, September will be closely associated with the activation of the self. At the same time, Virgo is in for a somewhat stressful period that requires tremendous efforts so that their activities are highly appreciated by others. However, now the energy potential will be at its best, contributing to increased endurance, maximum efficiency, penetrating qualities, and the ability to take a hit even in the most critical situations. The inner core, of course, will be useful to all representatives of the earth elements, especially after September 23rd, when others may seriously fail and external circumstances will seem quite militant. In general, September will be held under the banner of instability, but representatives of the earthly elements will be able to act in accordance with current trends, easily adapting to rapidly changing conditions and maintaining enviable composure. If in the first days of autumn some inconsistencies in business arise, then from the 5th to the 10th the situation will improve. Most Virgos will show their best, demonstrate talents, experience, knowledge, and many skills. In the third decade, the situation on the love and family front can significantly worsen. At the end of September, a clash of interests and principles is not ruled out, leading to a complete loss of mutual understanding and large-scale proceedings, up to the breakup of close and deep relationships. You have a good nose for generating relationships with influential people. Today you will meet someone who will give you opportunities later on. Take advantage of the opportunity. You need to pay more attention to the positive things in life, Virgo. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any video. Avoid fights in your relationship, regardless of their intensity or form. Don't think they are a demonstration of love or interest. It is preferable to maintain a peaceful relationship with open communication. Common sense should prevail when things get tense. Today you will see your greatest efforts rewarded, as you will be offered a partnership that could boost your career or your products to unimaginable levels. Accept the proposal and be ready to give the extra that is demanded of you without reservation. Prepare for a period that will demand a new level of effort from you. Find a mental and physical balance, considering starting yoga and fitness training sessions to maintain a new harmony between body and mind. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us make them even better by becoming a sponsor of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help we will continue to grow. Let your partner guide you when making important decisions. This will begin a different period for you. Likewise, you must look at others with understanding, love, and tolerance, and at the beauty and greatness of being able to see divinity in differences and the greatest possibilities in the diversity of sexes, opinions, colors, and goals. The planets will increase your romanticism and fantasy, and will initiate crazy dreams and projects with that ideal person that you think you have found. You must not idealize your partners. Be prudent at all times, Virgo, and do not say anything inappropriate, because on this day you will require all your experience and balance to solve the different situations that will arise. The planetary position of your ruler Mercury in transit through your opposite sign makes you very susceptible, and anything your partner says to you can be taken the wrong way. You already know this, so don't jump to conclusions without taking a breath first and analyzing what you're going to answer. Virgo, your group tells us that you can do and achieve everything you want in your social life, since you have clarity within yourself. You know very well how to express this due to the energetic contributions of Mercury and the Sun from your 11th house. What happened in the past is no longer an impediment to your happiness. Love now has a different face than you had thought, Virgo. Seek to renew many of the passions or tastes that fill you inside, since the energy of dissolution and strong transformations that Pluto exerts from your house of enjoyment and pleasure can generate certain difficulties within your satisfaction and fulfillment. You have a very powerful internal capacity to grow all kinds of new and better intellectual manifestations, and with it, good knowledge, as this is largely contributed to you by Uranus and Mars from your ninth house. The effective and positive action of the moon in your health area energizes your body, activates your mind, and you feel charged with positivity. This feeling will favor your recovery if you are suffering from some kind of respiratory ailment. You have to try to be much more disciplined and organized within your routines, since with the energy you now have, it is difficult for you to respond effectively to certain situations if you do not have prior nutrition and exercise work. The stars push you to immediate change. It is time to begin to transform your work strategy. What has worked for you until now has become obsolete, and if you want to advance in your career, you must completely renew your routine by applying new work methods. You will be able to become very organized and disciplined with everything you have to generate regarding your work activities, since Saturn from the house of work can bring qualities of order and a lot of dedication, although it can also give you certain disappointments or bad times, so being patient will be vital. An invitation that comes at the right time will help you increase your income and will place you in a highly advantageous position in your economic projects. A friend will be decisive in your financial development. If you maintain control of everything that comes in and out of your economic activities, you can be sure that you will be someone very productive and prominent. In order for better manifestations of financial income to occur, friendly treatment attracts people. Take good care of that. You are maturing daily by leaps and bounds, Virgo, and perhaps today you will wake up wanting to become independent if you still live with a family. It is a great advance, but flying the nest is not always easy because many feelings and emotions of you and those around you intervene. Think about whether you are really ready for it, and if you think you are, start giving them some clues today. Both you and they need some time to adapt. Don't rush it or wait to tell them the day before you move in. If you have a partner and want to move in together, they will accept it better. You have to be a little tactful every day, Virgo, if you don't want to feel guilty or have them put on a show that would make you feel bad. Virgo is an earth sign ruled by Mercury. Virgos are often dominated by shyness that sometimes prevents them from expressing all the potential of kindness, analytical ability, and practicality that they carry within. They love animals, order, and cleanliness, and they hate vulgarity and becoming the center of attraction. They usually stand out in business, as they are very enterprising and perfectionists, but they do not feel comfortable dealing with others in their position as businessmen or directors due to their shy nature and fear of hurting sensibilities. Despite this, they make the decisions they believe are correct, regardless of these aspects. They are very detail-oriented and far-sighted, and try to never leave anything to chance. They master words, also in the art of writing, and can succeed in the world of communication. To be happy, they need a lot of love, to feel desired by their partners, and they are usually excellent lovers, although they do not show their feelings directly, but through their gestures and attentions. They have deep and sensual needs. You have to look beyond the surface when you love or desire a Virgo. Very good counselors, they are ideal as friends with whom they will show their great sensitivity. Health and well-being are a priority in their lives, and they will take this into account for their loved ones. As parents, they are close to perfection, although they are not overly expressive, but they will always be attentive to any need of their children. Very organized, this virtue and the other abilities described allow them to approach any task successfully. Overcoming excessive shyness a little would be a great achievement for Virgo natives, as it would allow them to access many more options in life. Your reputation will suffer a setback when you are faced with something that everyone thinks you have done, but that was not your responsibility. If, on the other hand, the mistake was yours, you will have to endure that your quality and the perception that others have of you and what you do will decline a little. It is time to listen to the people who have been advising you for a long time on an issue that you have not yet been able to resolve. This is good advice and people who are only looking out for your good, Virgo. Don't be confused. It is very possible that you can find a good solution under their guidance, but you must also be clear about what you want. It is important during this week not to harbor any feelings contrary to what can bring you good or a good feeling, since the sadness of life is passed by smiling, and that is something that Virgo can be very good at when they put their mind to it. Take this advice, since if you find yourself going through a stage of sadness, help yourself with outdoor activities or by leaning on your loved ones. Do not close yourself off to receiving those people who have always been there to support you out of pride. It is very likely that a friend will give you a hand in this difficult moment. Do not deny them their help. Even if you think you can do everything alone, you have matters to resolve that you have not given time to. Go back a little and finish those things that you left for later. It is never good to leave things incomplete. Everything has a cycle to complete, and you must complete the circle. In love, you will find this week an answer that you were looking for some time ago. It could be something very positive, even if it seems that the result is somewhat negative at first. Face life in a better way this week. You have to concentrate your energies on the love you feel at this moment. If that person is not by your side and there is no chance of that being the case in the future, you need to realize that even if you try hard, love cannot be forced, Virgo. Don't force a relationship to a level that you want it to reach, but that perhaps the other person does not want the same. Therefore, this week you have to be able to identify well what the person at your side wants. It will be very good for you to realize the intentions that that person has with you, that way you will not waste time. It is not necessary that you stop concentrating on your things or your work in favor of love. If the romance is true and projects beyond, then it always has time and waits. Consider it important that you do what you must and what you love. Remember that love does not imprison, Virgo. If so, then it is not something you should continue to experience, since we should never let someone take away our freedom. That is poison for love. A relationship like this will never get to a good place. If you are looking for someone to share your life with, perhaps you should start looking in other places where you have not yet looked. You could try to meet new people or get involved in other social circles not yet explored. Love is in a good stage. You do need, however, to change a little the childish attitude that the person next to you sometimes makes you notice. Worry about more relevant things and not so much about frivolous things. There is not enough time to meet new people until the space is given to do so. At work, you have the ability to see beyond in business, and you could have very good results this week if you take a risk that you have been thinking about taking, but you are not sure about. You are needing help with a monetary problem, but you are embarrassed to ask for help from a person who you know could do it. Do not be afraid and ask for the necessary help. You can't always solve everything on your own. A woman will help you with a complication at work. Thank her for her help with a gift or a nice gesture later. You will have many delays at work. Be careful with that, Virgo. You have to organize your schedules, so you will have time to get to work and also have a good breakfast that will allow you to have plenty of energy during the day. Forget the things that have caused problems between you and the people at work. At some point, you have to forget the negative things and concentrate on having a good performance. When you expect a lot from others, you can end up very badly. The cause of the frustration will be thanks to them. If you don't expect to have a good present, you will never be able to build a good future. It will be very important to fix your problems right now. Only then will you build something positive for yourself tomorrow. For those who are in a mature stage of life, possible health problems are coming, so it is advisable to take care of yourself with a daily vitamin boost. Mix proteins and vegetables for lunch and avoid eating many flour-based foods. Virgo may really be thinking about some things that will not bring benefits. If you really have to say things that are not good for you, you will not be able to see what makes you stronger within the things that are happening now. Never forget what the Virgo route has taught you. If you are earning little money in the work you do and need more, you probably want to take a second job, but a better option would be to look for a new place to work. Do this from today. You are coming out of a very bad time in your life, so congratulations on that. The feeling of emptiness you were experiencing is beginning to disappear. You have to be very attentive to everything, what you think makes a lot of sense, but if you are not really looking at the things in your path, you do not have to lose sight of the goal now. Be very careful not to be explosive or too cheesy because Mars and Venus from your third house can have you going from one side to the other. It is fortune from your first house that blesses you with its energy, giving your personality a great attraction and charisma with all kinds of people, which is very good for you to create new relationships or strengthen friendships or the social exchange you have with your family. By having fortune, it will be very possible and beneficial for you to be able to understand and connect with your shadow. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.